So we're doing a Q&A.
We are doing a Q&A.
We haven't done one of these for a while, so we're just chilling in the master bedroom. Let's rock and roll. What's the first question?
How have you made friends? We're planning to move in May. When are you guys visiting the UK? If you could move to another community other than Arabian Ranches, where would you go and why? Okay, so last question. Sorry.
What is it?
Laugh. I just like, what are you doing?
So the person asked, how do you... What's up, guys? It's the Monago family, A. Monago family, A. Monago family, A. I'm Uche Monago family dad.
I'm Charmaine Monago family mom.
And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to join the family. Why wouldn't you want to join a family like this? And hit the notification bell so you know when we post. Give this vlog a big like because you know the likes keep our channel alive. And let's get into it. So we're doing a Q&A.
We are doing a Q&A.
We haven't done one of these for a while. So we're just chilling in the master bedroom suite of the home. And we're doing a Q&A. We're giving you the energy today, but we are a bit tired because we went to watch England play yesterday. We went to Roxy Cinemas actually to watch England play football.
It was good.
And it was pretty cool.
Took the girls as well.
Took the girls?
Well, I did the older girls, Mara and Safira. We
took the older girls.
It was nice.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool.
We left at 1 a.m.
We left the cinema at 1 a.m.
1 a.m. It was late.
So yeah, so we're tired.
We're tired
because I know it showed at 8 p.m. in the UK, but it's 11 p.m. in Dubai. So we're tired. But England won!
They did win.
And it looks like it's coming home.
Maybe.
It's coming.
They're going against a strong team apparently. There's a few strong players in Spain I'm reading, so we'll see. But yeah.
Yeah, the England team are smashing it, so we're proud of you. Well done, England.
They are doing good, yeah.
Well done, England. Rock and roll. So we've got 10 questions because we're doing a Q&A, and on Q&As you answer questions, so we've got 10 questions.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't answer all the questions, sorry. We're just choosing the ones that are appropriate to answer, if that's okay. Yeah. So
we can't always answer
all questions.
I guess some maybe need to be answered privately, potentially, if they do. But thank you to everyone who did put the questions forward. If you're wondering where the questions come from, the questions come from our Instagram page. If
Which you're obviously following.
Yeah, but if you're not following us on Instagram, here's the handle now. It's flashing across the screen now at this point. Please go ahead and follow. Let's rock and roll. What's the first question?
So the first question is, I think this is from someone who is moving to Dubai. She asked, how have you made friends? We're planning to move in May.
Okay,
yeah.
So how have we made friends? We're planning to move in May. That was the question. Okay, I think here in Dubai, because 80% of the people are expats, we're all coming from places to here, a new place. So I think what that does is creates an environment where people are trying to make friends and connect with people because we're all coming to a place that is new for all of us, generally. Obviously, some people have been here for a while, but I do think that creates an environment and an energy where people want to make friends. I find like here, more so than London, people just speak to you. It is a vibe. Like if you go out, people do start talking to you. I've always got into conversations with people, and the reason I'm laughing is because Charmaine's probably laughing at me at this point, but I get into conversation with people, so I do find people want to talk to you. In terms of where you're at, we're part of different communities. So, I play basketball, so there's a basketball community where I picked up some friends from, or people that you speak to. There is a school community, so you pick up friends from the school, and then also where we live in Arabian Ranches, which is a community also. So there's lots of different communities, and this is where you typically pick up friends, isn't it? I'm sure where Charmaine goes to do her nails community there too. But look, we're not the type of people that kind of rush into things and try and make friends aggressively, if that makes sense. We've got friendship circles that we've built over years, and just because we live here doesn't mean that we don't connect with the people that we still love to connect with around the world. You've got WhatsApp, you've got social media, you've got all of these things. So, for us, it's about making genuine connections, because there's a difference between making friends and just people to chat with, isn't it? If that makes sense. There's lots of lovely people to chat with, but in terms of actual friends, or people you call friends, that's something that takes time, isn't it? So we just allow that to take its course, and we advise our kids to do the same thing. So, they've met loads of people in the community, they're meeting loads of people in their new school, but we give them the time to develop some genuine friendships. So I hope that answers the question. But in terms of how to make friends, it's not really something you need to worry about, provided you don't walk around like this every day. then you're okay. If you walk around like this, hi, then you'll be fine.
Okay, so the next question is, hey Monago family, when are you guys visiting the UK? Never. Ever. I'm joking. I actually don't know yet. Maybe next year. I don't know if we will come in. We will come in and visit. Obviously we've got family there, but then like, yeah, I don't know how to answer that question.
We've got reasons to go to the UK because of like our business and things like that. So in the last year, we have gone to the UK
twice.
A couple of times. You've gone twice, I've gone once.
Yeah.
Next year, we'll have to go, either of us will have to go for the business and so forth. But in terms of
as a family,
actually going for family, it's not really something that's on the radar. We're really just taken back by how great our life is here.
Yeah.
We haven't explored anything to do with Dubai, like enough, anywhere near of what Dubai's full capabilities. There's so much that we have to go to, so many places that we have to visit. So there's just so much. So it's like to think of jumping on a plane to the UK is just not really something we're thinking of here.
I mean, I know why she's asking, because a lot of people who are from the UK, majority that I've spoken to and know here are all going back for the summer. They are going back in August, and I think predominantly that is for family. So I feel like they're going back to visit their family, etc. So for us personally, like for example, our parents, we've seen them quite a few times already.
Here, yeah.
So that's been really good. Yes, there's other, extended family that we haven't seen, etc. But it is difficult for us as a family. I do think we are a big family. We're a family of 6. So even if we went to the UK, we're gonna have to literally get like a big hotel or somewhere to stay, etc. And so yeah, the motivation right now, if I'm honest with you, based on how we're trying to settle in Dubai, is just not there. I'm sure we will, as a family, come to the UK soon together. But for now,
it's just not something
it's not on the
thinking
plans.
about, yeah.
Right
like,
now, not to be rude.
Anyone watching,
we love the UK.
You guys. We love you guys.
Listen, we were born there, you know, like we supported the football. We were born there, and we appreciate England for what it's done for us and everything. But where we are right now in this space,
we won't go yet.
We just won't go right now.
Yeah, but we're contradicting it slightly because me and her are gonna go.
No, but
like,
we're going for business reasons.
No, we're going for business, but we'll pop in and see like a mate that we haven't seen for a while.
Of course.
When we go, we do get to see some key friends when we go.
But if it wasn't for business reasons, we wouldn't be going, right?
No, I would go.
I wouldn't.
Nice.
I wouldn't.
No, but like
I
it's
would just hop on the plane for 2 days.
It's difficult to say, oh, you wouldn't when you've seen the people that you want to see.
I guess.
If I've not seen them for a while, the people that are important for me to see.
Yeah.
If I've not seen them, then that might be different, isn't it?
Fine.
But it's difficult to say that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and like, and you maintain connections, isn't it? Like at the same time as well, like, when we move out here, the people that are close to us, isn't it? Connection is both ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
One thing that you do find out is when you leave the country, you actually find out which people care about you, isn't it?
I know.
Because if you're not keeping contact with them, then what that means is that, I mean, I'm not going to say it, but, you got to figure that one out, you know what I'm trying to say there, I'm not saying you got to speak to them every day, but if you haven't spoken to someone for an entire year and like checked on each other, how you are, both sides, then, that's a relationship that you have to evaluate, isn't it?
There,
so
yeah,
that's...
Next one. If you could move to another community other than Arabian Ranches, where would you go and why? I mean, there's a few new ones now that I know of as well. Not few, one that I know of new. But if you check all our other vlogs, there are quite a few communities you can live in. So when we first came here, Damak Hills 2
was the one we were going
was one that we were actually going for. We didn't go there for many reasons. Again, watch our vlogs and you'll see. Then there was Emaar South. Again, Emaar South is, the south of Dubai. So again, it's about whether, your schools, etc., whatever it is you plan around there, whether it works for you. But again, a good community is Emaar as well. Obviously, Arabian Ranches, where we obviously live. And then a new one that I'm aware of that one of my friends, she's moving there now. It's called La Rosa, which is in Villanova. Again, a good community. But in saying that, like when I drive around, there are so many new communities being built, loads and loads of communities being built. So it really depends on where in Dubai you want to live. But these are the ones that we know of. There's any other ones.
And what I will say to you, look, every community is better than the one that we came from in the UK because we don't have a community in the UK, right? We live on a road, we speak to a few people on the road, and the rest we didn't really speak to.
Yeah.
There wasn't security, there wasn't palm trees around, there wasn't a gym, it wasn't a gated community. So I think, you got to put things in perspective. It depends where you're coming from, but most people are coming from places where they've never lived in a place ever like this in their life anyway.
Yeah.
So all of these communities are going to blow you away anyway the first instance, I would say. Damak Hills 2 has like a whirlpool with Malibu Beach type theme thing as well. It's all mind blowing when you come from where you're coming from. You know, we didn't have a gym, like I said, within where we live. So I think, you know, don't think too much about it. I think, you know, all of these communities as well, it depends on your budget as well. It depends on how much you want to spend.
Because some of
as
them
well.
are different prices.
Yeah, they're different price ranges.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, even the ones at the lower end are still better than where we came from. Significantly in terms of like community and amenities and so forth.
They're all of a really, really good standard.
Yeah. So don't think too much of it, and also, like, you know, when you come, you might try it and get some things wrong. You know, we got the first school wrong. We changed our kids' school. So, you know, don't think too much about it. And then the other thing as well to mention, as well with the communities, for us, one of the main reasons that we chose here is because it was close to schools that we were considering.
Yeah.
That was one of the big reasons.
And we really liked it.
Yeah, and we really liked it.
When we came here, I think you're gonna have your place. When you go visit, you know, communities, you're gonna go and you'll be like, yeah, this is us. And you're gonna have to figure out what's you. So that's what I think. When you go there, you're gonna know the things that you need and you want, what you want it to look like, etc., and your budget on top of that. So you just have to figure out what is you. So yeah, these are the communities that we're aware of, but there are loads though. So just look around as well. But these are the ones that we're aware of. You're just inspirational.
Thank you.
That's
Not
really
a question, but amazing.
That is
really
really
appreciate
nice.
that. I know you're just talking about me. But thank you. We appreciate that.
Honestly, when people say that, I'm like, are you guys actually sure? Like, because there are people behind us. Like, what do you mean? Us? Like, really? We do appreciate these comments, honestly. It's not like we expect it or we think, oh, people should just say this about us. We are just regular people, you know, vlogging our life. So when people say that, I think it's really nice. So thank you.
It is. And I think it's just also bringing you guys on the journey with us.
Yeah.
That's nice as well. And we hope that we try and be as vulnerable as we can. And we show you that, you know, it's amazing, but it's not easy. So yeah, I think maybe that's what relates to that as well, I guess, with comments like that.
Yeah.
Because we try and show you everything, so we appreciate it.
So this is just like a bit of a random question, but it's funny. Who's the quiet twin? None. That's my answer. None of them are quiet. They have different personalities and they change every few months. One day, one of them's shouting. And then the other one's gone a bit quiet, and then they swap places. They're growing right now. They're at that.
I don't think any child in our house is quiet.
No, and they're at that age. They're 4 years old. They're at that age where they're changing and they're growing and they're learning new things about themselves and their emotions and their hormones, everything. So
yeah, no one's
there's
quiet.
no one. I can't. There's no quiet twin. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so is the cost of home help reasonable? So I'm assuming house help, nanny, etc.
Very, very reasonable.
Yeah.
To put it, Rani, we couldn't afford it in the UK, but we
wasn't
can
an
now.
option. It wasn't
Yeah,
an option.
and I think the most difficult thing about it is, like, you have to get to a position, you know, where you can afford it in the UK, and to get to the position where you can afford it in the UK, you actually need it to get to that position, if that makes sense. And so for us, we had to move to a country where we could afford it to allow us to basically make more money to improve our lifestyle overall.
Yeah.
And that's happened and that's happening. So yes, it's very reasonable. Obviously, there's like a set rate that people pay. I think if you watch our vlog on choosing a Dubai nanny and you watch our previous vlogs, I think we cover the salary and the fee, the costs a bit more in that, and our previous Q&As and stuff. So don't want to repeat that again. But then there's like set rates people pay. How much you choose to pay is kind of up to you.
Yeah.
Of course, we treat our nanny well,
Yeah.
and we pay, you know, I guess, you know, probably a bit above.
I say above average.
Above average.
Yeah.
But that's just us as people. We just, you know, we value her. And we feel that it's.
And there's a bigger picture with it, you know, she has a family, etc. And we just want to make sure when someone is working with us that, you know, that they are happy as well. So that's what we make sure we invest into that situation as well.
I think if you just pay someone, like, I don't think you should go into that situation thinking, oh, I'm just going to pay the bare minimum, because they're such a key part of your family and the impact that they can have on changing your life is. So you want them to feel valued, feel appreciated. And so then they will give into your home and give into you and your kids and your family as much as you give into them. So I think it's a round circle. Certainly not a place to cut corners.
No, I wouldn't at all. If you
that's my opinion,
if you give the bare minimum, you're, without saying it bluntly, you're gonna get the bare minimum from, that person. That's the way I see it as well. I feel like you just need to give in to them. If you need to watch all our vlogs, we keep talking about how happy we are with our nanny and how much she does for us, and she goes out of her way. She's very invested into our family, but I think that's due to also how we treat her, and the salary we pay her, and also how we treat her as well, the whole package. So yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
She's a part of the family.
She's part of our family.
She's a part of the family. Like, we've all connected with her. We all individually have our own individual connections with her. I'll have a chat with her about certain things every now and again. I'll ask her how things are in Uganda. She's Ugandan.
Yeah.
I'll ask her. We have chats with her, so we have a connection with her.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she's part of the family. So.
Okay. Would you personally meet people you've inspired?
That feels.
It feels weird when you say that, because I don't feel like we're anybody. It's like, when you say it, honestly, I don't feel like. I don't know what to say, because how do you answer that?
I mean, the issue that you got now, right? This is the big issue, right? Like doing the schedule that we have at the moment.
Yeah.
Running the business, having 4 kids, doing the social media channels, as well as it's like really full on. It is really, really busy and really full on. I think things will become a bit better in time. We'll have a bit more time, but it is full on. So the answer is yes, we'd love to meet people.
Yeah.
We can't go out and individually meet everyone because it's just not possible.
Because a lot of people have asked this question.
Yeah, because what will happen is then we'll miss the vlogs that you guys want to watch, isn't it? We won't post because we just won't be able to keep the schedule.
Do you know what? Dubai is such a round circle as well. We'll probably end up seeing you somewhere. Yeah. It's so crazy, dude. That's how Dubai is. It literally is communities, etc., and everyone sees everyone. So yeah.
So look, when we get big enough, I guess, where people are interested in meet and greets and stuff, then we'll do meet and greets. So comment down below if that's something that you'd want to do, and it'll be great to meet and greet like lots of people together. But it's just like the schedule is a lot. I know it just looks like we can switch the camera on and just talk, but it's really there's a bit more to it in growing a YouTube channel and maintaining the other social media and trying to be human beings and all of that as well.
Is Dubai 5 years or 10 years for you? For me, at the moment, it's just forever. Not like forever. Like I feel like to raise my children here, I feel like we've kind of decided that, unless things change. Things can always change, but I think for us, we're staying here. I know a lot of people come here and it's like, okay, we're going to come here for maybe 3 years or 5 years and go back to our home country. We're not there. Dubai is a good place for us to build the family that we want and the lifestyle that we want. So for us right now, unless we see another opportunity, for us right now, this is long term. I don't know about when our kids grow up and they leave us, me and Ishay might take off and go to another island, somewhere. But for now, Dubai is home.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Look, I think in life generally, look, let's be realistic. The more money you have, I guess, the more options you have. Based on how we're growing and how we're building, I don't know what life's going to look like in 5 years. You may have more choices at that point. There's other factors like we think our kids will go to uni here now. We've researched it, and we think they'll go to university here. But potentially, one of them may want to go to university in America,
another country,
or all of them may want to go to university in America. We may move there, isn't it? But it's not like we don't sit here thinking, oh, we need to move and we're not settled, or, and definitely, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not thinking of going back to where I came from, being completely honest with you, just purely because I prefer the sun, different weather, I prefer the environment here. We're just more suited to here.
All around happier.
If that makes sense. And when we were in the UK, you've got to watch our other vlogs. We always felt that we weren't supposed to be in the UK.
No.
We got loads from the UK. We appreciate being born in the UK. It is a great place. But you do have a choice in life, and we just felt like we were suited to other countries more. So I hope that answers the question.
Okay, so last question. Sorry.
What is it?
Laugh. Do you know, I saw this before and I laughed, and I'm laughing again because I don't even know how to say it, but I'm going to say it and we're going to answer diplomatically, I'm sure.
What's the question?
Also, how do you cope with the people with very different cultures, i.e. no personal space, no queuing, no nothing?
Let me read it. You laughed it through, so let me repeat it again. So the person asked, how do you cope with people with very different cultures, i.e. no personal space, no queuing, etc.? You're laughing because of what I did the other day.
I'm laughing because of what you did the other day, and I'm laughing because of what I did in the supermarket the other day.
So basically, I was at the cash point.
So let's start both the stories first.
I was at the cash point machine one day, and I was waiting there, and there was a gentleman, right? And he was basically, I'm not sure what he did. We were waiting to use the cash point machine, and he basically
stood beside me.
Yeah. When the next person finished, he just went forward and put his card in. So what I did is it was an instant reaction. I just pushed his hand down, like moved his hand down. I looked at him and just said, like, I was stunned.
What are you doing?
I looked at it and I just moved his hand in and I just put my card in. And I said, I don't understand, like, I'm waiting here.
And you're gonna go in front.
And you're gonna go in front of me. So you do get random things happen, but it's not common. I don't want you guys to think
listen, look. I'm gonna be completely realistic with you. It is common. Let's not pretend.
In certain areas.
In certain places, listen, I was in a supermarket the other day. I'm like, this is common, basic, personal space. I'm in a supermarket. I'm trying to get like milk. This woman's literally, not a child, she's gone under my leg. Yeah, to collect the milk. And I'm looking, I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I'm gonna collect the milk. I'm not gonna stand here. I'm gonna collect the milk and I'm gonna go. So, you need to literally wait. The thing with Dubai, I love it because there are so many cultures, but
there's funny bits to it.
It is funny and you get used to it. To be honest with you.
It's weird. It's like, the thing is, look, our heritage is African.
So we get
right? So like, our heritage is African, isn't it? And we mix with lots of different cultures. So it's not like,
it's not too foreign for us.
It's not so, sometimes, what an African person may define as, personal space, and an English person may define personal space be completely different, isn't it? In Nigeria, I'm not Nigerian, and obviously Nigerians, we speak loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if a Nigerian person really talks to you one minute, you might think the person's angry with you, but they're not angry, isn't it? Because she's talking. If you compare that to an English person. So I think you got to be understanding of different cultures.
Definitely.
And you got to be aware of it. It can annoy you something. It's not that deep in it. Like, it can annoy you sometimes if you're not in, like, if you're not in the mood, maybe.
Do you know what it
but
is?
you're generally not. I don't find like I'm not in the mood in Dubai.
Do you know what it is? I'm okay now. I think when we were settling, I think you find it very frustrating because you're new to this.
Yeah.
You're used to a bit more of a civilized situation, and obviously when you come here, you're trying to settle in, and you're just like, what are you doing?
I'm thinking about it. Do you know why I started laughing? Because I said to myself, this is probably one of the most controversial.
I think it's one of the most
Q&As that we've done, and what a question! Why did you do this?
Well, I know, like,
why did you do this?
But it's like the person knew because they've obviously come here before, clearly.
No, but it's the real. We have to address. We've got to address the realness.
That is the real. I'm not gonna lie.
We've got to arrest the realness on our channel.
It's not all Jumeirah Beach and rich about, like, look, listen, can I just say one thing, yeah? Where we live in Arabian Ranches, this is another thing with communities. When you're in a community, right, you're in a community of expats. Yes, there's lots of cultures here, etc. But where we live specifically, we don't have that issue here. Like, you have a few things. Like in the gym the other day, you had the same issue. But you have a few things.
What happened in the gym?
Like the guy that was putting his water and his stuff right by the gym machine.
That I was using.
That was funny. Let me finish. Let me finish. But it's not like, when you go, there's certain areas in Dubai where you go to where it happens more so as well than others. Like, I'm not going to name the names because I don't want to put, stigmas on specific areas, but there are areas where it happens more. I'm so used to it now, and so is Uche so used to it now that we actually laugh about it.
And look, you're not, where we lived in London, right?
Yeah.
In the area we lived, our biggest concern was the safety of our kids, isn't it?
And
things happening outside, violence, so forth, right? That was more of a concern, right? In terms of what you're worried about here, it's minimal. It's minimal,
It is.
And even
it's
generally, generally the people that you approach, right, who behave like that, when you approach them on it, or you say, look, okay, can you? It's not like no one's gonna go crazy. Most places they're not gonna go crazy. They'll respond and say, fine. Like, when I moved the guy's hand out the other day,
you just looked at him.
I wouldn't probably do that in London, to be honest with you. Because I'd say, okay, this guy's on one, and I'd leave it alone. Probably if I would leave it alone. I've got kids and so forth. So I did that because, it's me just saying to him, look, you kind of come and stop that and so forth. And it was in a kind of like light way, whatever the case is.
Look, you just have to get used to it. That's all. It's a different way of living. You know, I went to the toilet the other day really quickly, and this woman, I'm not going to say where she's from or anything, but she felt it was okay for her to queue in front of me when there's a long queue and I had kids. So I literally semi-barged her out of the way into the cubicle, and she looked at me. I said, is there a problem? They went in there, and like, she looked at me and she thought, you know what? In her head, she felt, I don't know, she felt it was okay just to push in because maybe she was older. I don't know what it was, but she just did that. And I just went in the toilet and it was fine. So you have to sometimes fight your way through some of this, and then some of it you just have to leave it, and you just got to get used to it. And you know, most of it is funny. I'll be honest with you. You get used to it. You laugh about it.
Like, everyone's different. Some people are not bothered.
Some people don't care.
Some people like it. They won't be bothered. I mean, obviously the person that wrote the comment, how do you cope with people with very different cultures, i.e. no personal space, no queuing, etc.? You know, she's obviously thinking about this. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have, like, I don't wake up every day thinking
no,
now.
I don't think about it.
Oh, I'm thinking, you know, but there's, you know, it's an interesting place.
It's definitely interesting.
You know, of course, you know, nothing's perfect. No society's perfect, but we love it here. And we like it, and it is home. But yeah, it's interesting.
You've definitely scored the 10 out of 10 with that question. Definitely.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny, but yeah.
So look, we hope you've enjoyed this Q&A. This has probably been one of the most fun,
it was fun.
That we've done. Don't forget to check the upper Q&As because there's been lots of good questions in those as well. Yeah, don't forget to give this vlog a like. Thank you for chilling with us because you know the likes keep our channel alive. If you're new to the family, don't forget to subscribe to join the family. Why wouldn't you want to join a family like this? Hit the notification bell so you know when we post, and as the girls say, share the content like you just don't care, and put your hands in the air, and peace out.